just want to talk a little bit, about the conscious community. For those who don't know about the conscious community, you got to look at it like Sonetta TV, Brother Polite, Young Pharaoh, Nature Boy, etc. Now, let me tell you something, man. Everybody say the money is the root to all evil. That's not necessarily true. You know what I'm saying? Really, what entice people, to do like evil stuff, really change people's character, it's the power. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it is. But you don't always have to have money in order to have power. You could go look into the past, and you can see various, activists. Charles Taylor, you know, just them to name a few. These guys were activists. But then when they was given power, they became a little corrupted. They became dictators. If you look at the history of most activists who was able to attain power in government, what you'll come to discover is that, many of them have became dictators. You feel what I'm saying? Because they was given too much power, you know what I mean? That would corrupted them. If you look at a government, any government that you give too much power to will become corrupted. The reason why America isn't so corrupted because we got a quote unquote democratic system. You know what I'm saying? Which basically means that the people rule. Now, when we didn't have this system, America violated people's rights. They violated human rights. They did segregation, Jim Crow, chattel slavery, all types of stuff, till the people was given the power to regulate the government. Now, if you look at other countries that don't have this type of regulation, you will see that those nations are very oppressive, you know what I mean? Because people have ego. When you give people too much power, and you don't regulate the power, or monitor the power that these people are given, and they can be corrupted because in their mind they're like, oh man, I got the power to do whatever I want to do. Now, people yield, their self-control, for currency. Basically what I mean is that you could go into your workplace, you ain't got to listen to a damn thing your boss say. You ain't got to listen to your supervisor, but why do you give them the power to dictate you? Because you want the money. You want the currency. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing, with many people. Many people, will allow people who have money to have power over them. You feel what I'm saying? But people with money, all people with money don't have power because some people have money. They don't know how to leverage, their money to empower themselves. You feel what I'm saying? So if you know how to leverage money to empower yourself, then you'll have power and you can become powerful and people will yield to that power. You could be broke as hell, but if you have people fear you, then that will give you power. People will do what you tell them to do because they don't want to get hurt. You got inmates, doing time right now, ain't got a goddamn dollar in their pocket. You feel what I'm saying? But they have power. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing about the conscious community, man, that itched me the wrong way is that, it got like a gang banging mentality. You know what I mean? I was 15 years old, got exposed, to what we call consciousness. You know what I mean? Now it's this new term called being woke or being awakened and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Before then, so we called it, oh, you're conscious. So you have consciousness. You know what I mean? That's a term that we use, you know what I mean? When I adopted, this type of lifestyle. But, I grew up, from a family, who was involved, in gang activities, and gang membership and things in that nature. The environment that I grew up in was a gang infested environment, you know what I mean? So everybody was pretty much exposed to it. So I had a first row experience, what you call gang banging. You understand what I'm saying? So what I seen with that, violence, you know what I mean, separation, conflict, things in that nature. I seen the same thing, in the conscious community, which one of the reasons, why I distance myself from it. I seen Hebrew Israelites banging on the Wapians, banging on, the so-called black atheists, the black atheists banging on everybody, and the Moors, banging, on the RBG, etc. So basically, it was just like banging, to me, it just looked like gang banging. These people had conflict amongst each other, due to, what organization it was part of, They all are a part of an organization, you know what I mean? But a lot of people don't view it as gang banging because gang banging is usually, tied into a street organization, whether it's a street organization, a corporate organization, religious organization. The bottom line is it's an organization. You feel what I'm saying? And all organization don't have to bang on each other, They could collaborate, with each other. They could become alliance and things in that nature. You feel what I'm saying? But I didn't see this in the conscious community, I seen conflict. Another thing is that itched me the wrong way was the economics. You know what I mean? You have Brother Inky and Brother Polite in the very beginning ripping people off for money. And then came Young Pharaoh, and then came Nature Boy, basically ripping people off for money. And that right there remind me, the street. Because in the streets, that what happens. In the streets, people get beat for their money all the time. So when it comes to economics, the people in the conscious community or the woke community, they only practice economics better than niggas from the streets. In a lot of ways, it was very similar. Now you look at black athletes, they break bread. You look at black entertainers, they break bread. You look at black people in finances, black people, in other sectors of industry, they all break bread, more fairly amongst themselves than people in the conscious community. People in the conscious community, probably rip off their people more than niggas from the streets, more than niggas, the drug gang. You feel what I'm saying? So as I start broadening my eyes and looking at different black groups, like the black elite, the people who are involved in political organization that are African American, people who are involved in the financial world and all these other sectors, like black people who come from the suburbs, all of them, had a better economical system and a more honest economical system than the people, that was in the conscious community. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I want to imprint onto my people mind, you know what I mean? Let's get this economic stuff, intact and just kind of stay away, from them hotep niggas. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them are just, niggas with an ankh on their chest, are imprinted in their body. All right, man, from the neck up. Peace.